All right, let's dive into the world of luxury yachting with the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection.
Sounds intriguing.
Specifically, we want to see if this kind of travel is something our listeners might want to try out.
Okay, yeah.
We've been poring over articles, the Yacht Collection website, and to get a real feel, some YouTube videos from people who've actually sailed on these yachts.
Oh, nice. First-hand accounts.
Exactly. So first off, what exactly is the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection?
Well, they really emphasize it's not your typical cruise. It's smaller, more intimate yachts.
Okay.
The Evrima's the smallest, just 298 guests.
Wow.
Then the Elma and Luminara are a bit bigger, around 450.
That's still not mega ship territory.
No, definitely not. And they're all about that all-inclusive experience.
Oh, tell me more about that.
So food, drinks, gratuities, Wi-Fi, pretty much everything's included.
Everything.
Well, except for the Michelin star restaurant.
Wait, they have a Michelin star restaurant on board.
Yeah, but it sounds like it comes with an extra charge.
Interesting. So, they're saying the regular food's great.
Right, but if you want to kick it up a notch.
Gotcha. I also noticed they're part of Marriott Bonvoy.
Yeah, that's smart.
Could be huge for points people.
Oh, definitely. Taps into that existing loyalty.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so smaller, more intimate, all-inclusive, we got that. But how's the vacation different than a regular cruise? One visual really struck me from the YouTube videos.
You're talking about Super Speeders Rob's video, right? With the Evrima next to that massive Royal Caribbean ship.
Yes. The wonder of the seas.
With size difference is unbelievable.
Like a dinghy next to a battleship. Does that actually impact the experience?
Totally. Think about it. That smaller size lets the Ritz-Carlton yachts get into ports those mega ships can't.
Makes sense.
We're talking exclusive places like St. Bart's, St. John.
Okay, yeah.
That appeals to a different traveler.
Right, not your mass market cruise crowd.
Exactly. It's a different breed of luxury. And that brings us to, well, the cost.
Oh, yeah, let's talk price.
Hit the nail on the head there. We found a range of numbers, all for the Evrima.
We got me.
Super Speeders Rob paid $8,400 per couple, 5 nights base suite.
Okay, that's a starting point.
Right. Travels with Darren and Jonetta. Their signature suite seemed pricier.
Signature suite. Sounds fancy.
Right. Implies it's got something special.
Extra space, maybe.
Premium views? Who knows? But then there's Trep Trendy.
Oh, yeah. What did they pay?
$9,830. 5 nights. Terrace suite.
Whoa, that's a jump.
Definitely something to consider. So luxury has a price tag.
It always does.
Yeah.
But before we get sticker shock, let's dive into what that actually gets you.
Good idea. Let's see if the onboard experience lives up to the hype.
All right, first up, the suites. Super Speeders Rob's video gave us a peek inside a base suite. Spacious, private balcony, free minibar with top-shelf stuff, diptyque toiletries.
Sounds like a high-end hotel.
Absolutely. But it's more than that. Travels with Darren and Jonetta raved about the personal touches.
Oh, like what?
Stationery with their names on it. Butler service. Seriously, they even mentioned their butler, Toby, by name.
Wow. That's going the extra mile.
That's making me wonder if Toby has a twin brother who can help me unpack.
Right. But for real, that personalization is key.
Absolutely. Above and beyond. So, suites are good. What's next? Now, a luxury experience has got to have incredible food, right?
Oh, absolutely. The food is a major highlight everywhere we looked.
Travels with Darren and Jonetta were seriously impressed with Talat Nam, the Asian fusion place.
Yeah?
Said the sushi was some of the best they'd ever had.
What a high praise.
Even compared it to top restaurants on land.
That's impressive, especially keeping everything all-inclusive.
And it's not just the food. Drinks, too.
Oh, right.
Even Super Speeders Rob, and he's picky about his whiskey, was happy with their selection.
What did they have?
He mentioned Glenfiddich was their standard pour.
Not bad at all.
Said if you wanted, Whistle Pig or Redbreast, you could upgrade.
But didn't need to.
Exactly. The base level was already top shelf.
That's a good sign. Shows they're not skimping.
Right. Not nickel and diming you. Okay, food and drinks check. But what about those shore excursions?
Can't forget about those. It's not just about the yacht itself.
Especially with these itineraries, hitting those smaller ports.
Yeah, the ones big ships can't get to.
And they've designed the excursions to match, like private wine tastings, cultural tours.
Oh, nice.
Even exclusive beach experiences. Not your typical crowded tourist traps.
It's all about that personalized experience.
Right. You're spending, nearly 10 grand on a 5-night trip?
You don't want to be herded around with 100 other people.
Makes sense.
Nope.
So you're paying for that exclusivity on and off the yacht.
Exactly. Okay, so we've got suites, food, service, destinations. What about the vibe? What's it like?
Ah, that's where those first-hand accounts really come in.
What stood out to you?
How everyone mentioned that relaxed, intimate atmosphere.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Like Super Speeders Rob said, even with two main social areas on the Evrima, it never felt crowded.
Unlike a mega ship where you're fighting for a spot by the pool.
Totally different. This seems like a getaway for people who want luxury that's also laid back.
Yeah, if you're looking to party hard, go somewhere else.
Plenty of other cruise lines for that.
Yeah.
So this is more for like unplugging, being pampered.
In a sophisticated way, yeah.
Exactly. What struck you about the overall vibe?
Well, besides the relaxed thing, that emphasis on personalized service. Remember Trek Trendy mentioning customizing their minibar?
Oh, yeah.
And Darren and Janetta couldn't stop talking about their butler, Toby.
Toby the legend.
Seriously, he seemed to anticipate their every need.
That's the kind of attention to detail that makes it special.
Creates that feeling that you're being taken care of.
Although, gotta admit, those service hiccups Trek Trendy mentioned did surprise me.
Oh, right. The slow service, wrong orders.
Yeah, a little concerning, especially for a newer company.
They got to iron that out fast if they want to stay top tier.
Especially with all their expansion plans, adding more yachts.
It's a tough balance, growing while keeping quality high.
For sure. Okay, but let's shift gears a bit. What about activities on board?
Right. They're not competing with those mega ships and their water parks and whatnot.
So what did people actually do with their time?
Lots of relaxing, enjoying the amenities, lounging by the pool, spa treatments, all that.
Super Speeders Rob did say there wasn't a ton to do besides eating and drinking.
Interesting.
He even mentioned no movie theater, which I thought was odd.
Shows they're targeting a specific traveler.
Right. Someone who wants to disconnect, not be constantly entertained.
Like a true escape from everyday life.
So a vacation for those who want to unplug, unwind, soak it all in.
Exactly. Embracing a slower pace.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. Intimate yachts, exclusive ports, amazing food and drinks.
Personalized service, though, with those potential inconsistencies.
And a relaxed, luxurious atmosphere.
Not to mention that price tag. So the question remains, is it worth it?
Yeah, we need to weigh the pros and cons for our listeners.
Help them make an informed decision. Sounds like a plan for the final part of our deep dive.
Okay, back for the final part of our deep dive into the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection.
Decision time.
We've seen the yachts, the destinations, the food, the service, the whole vibe.
And we've talked about that, pretty hefty price tag.
So, the question is it worth it? Would you actually consider this kind of travel?
It's a tough one, honestly. Strong arguments on both sides.
Let's break it down then. Pros, that exclusivity, right? Tiny yachts, fewer crowds, more intimate.
And potentially better service because of that.
Plus those destinations, those hidden gems big ships can't reach.
St. Bart's, St. John, that's a huge selling point for some people.
And the food and drinks, not just all-inclusive, but like really good.
High quality, yeah.
Yeah.
No worrying about extra charges.
Exactly, just pure indulgence. Yeah. Okay, now the cons. Cost is obviously the big one.
Yeah, no getting around that. It's a premium experience, premium price.
The question is that premium worth it to you?
What are your priorities? What's your budget?
And those service hiccups Trek Trendy mentioned, that makes me a little wary.
Understandable. Keeping things consistent as you grow is hard.
Especially with all the new yachts they're adding.
Yeah, it's a challenge for any company. And then there's the activities, or lack thereof.
Right. If you need constant entertainment, this ain't it.
It's about relaxation, unplugging. Is that what you want from a vacation?
So, bottom line, is it worth it?
I think if you want that exclusive, intimate, indulgent experience and money's no object.
Then yeah, it could be amazing.
But if you're budget conscious or need more to do,
maybe not so much.
There's no one right answer. It's about what you value.
Here's a thought, though. We've compared these yachts to megaships. What if there's a middle ground?
What do you mean?
Like slightly larger ships, still luxurious, still personalized.
But maybe more activities and not quite as expensive.
Could be a sweet spot for some people.
Worth exploring for sure. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection.
Hopefully we've given everyone a good sense of what to expect.
If you want to see more, definitely check out those YouTube videos.
Super Speeders Rob, Trek Trendy, travels with Darren and Janetta.
To give you that real on-the-ground perspective.
Until next time, happy travels, everyone.